This is for worksheet 27.3. We're going to look at 12 and 13. So students entering Riverdale Community College were given a math placement test out of 95 points. The mean score was 72, standard deviation is 8. If a student's test score was at least 2.5 standard deviations above the mean, then they got into honors. If a student's score was at least 3.5 standard deviations below the mean, then they were in a remedial course. Everyone else gets placed into an intermediate course. So what is the lowest score that would qualify a student for an honors level course? So the requirement there to be in an honors course is you have to have at least a score of 2.5 standard deviations above the mean. So let's first calculate what is 2.5 standard deviations. 2.5 times 8 is 20. And if we add that on to the mean, because we need to be 2.5 standard deviations above the mean, 72 plus 20, then you get a score of 92. So 92 points is the minimum score you would have to get into honors. If a student scored 50 points, into what level course would he or she be placed? So before we can answer that question, obviously this person is below the mean, so they're not going to get into honors. Let's check if they would get into this remedial course. To get into the remedial course, you have to be at least 3.5 standard deviations below the mean. So 3.5 times 8 gives you 28. If you're below the mean, I'm going to take 72, which is our average, minus 28, which is 44 points. So to get into the remedial course, you need to have a score of 44 or less. So the 50-point kid, he ends up going into intermediate since he can't go into honors or into remedial.